the same old boots held on tight. Never spoke much, kept his head down low. But there's a lot in a man you don't know. Hands were rough, voice was calm, never showed fear, always strong. Didn't say much when things got hard. Just stood his ground, played his part. No, he never wore his heart out proud, didn't need to say it loud. He never said I love you loud, but you could feel it in every doubt. In every sacrifice he made, in every silent prayer he prayed, he gave his world without a sound. Yeah, his love was deep, it was strong, it was proud. He never said it loud, but it was always there. I remember nights I stayed up late, counting bills, carrying weight. Thought we didn't see the fight, but he was holding on real tight. When I fell, it pulled me in, dust me off, say try again. No long talks, no grand advice, just quiet strength and sacrifice. Every word he never said still echoes loudly in my head. He never said I love you loud, but you can feel it in every doubt. In every sacrifice he made, in every silent prayer he prayed, through every storm he stood his ground. Never lost, though never crowned, he never said it loud. Oh, but it was always there. Now I see it clearer than before, in every scar and every chore. The way he gave without demand, the way he led with steady hands. If I become half the man he was, that would be more than enough. 'Cause everything I am right now was built on love. He never spoke out loud. No letters written, no songs to sing, no shining words, no diamond ring. Just a life of giving all he had, the quiet strength of a loving dad. He never said I love you loud, but I can hear it clearly now. In every step I take alone, in every seed that he has sown, through all the years I'm standing proud, carrying love he never said out loud. Yeah, he never said it loud, but I felt it every day. So if I never hear those words, I still know what they were worth. 'Cause in his silence I have found the loudest love without a sound. flickers like it used to. Your footsteps used to fill this place. Now silence walks right through. Your jacket's still behind the chair, like you'll be back somehow. I never had the strength to move it, I just don't know how. Every sound outside my room still makes my heart believe. I'll be waiting by the door, like I've done 1,000 nights before, hoping someday you'll come home. Even if I'm here alone, I'll be listening for your key, turning slow like memory. If you ever find your way once more, I'll be waiting by the door. The clock keeps ticking on the wall, but time don't move for me. It froze the night you walked away and took my air to breathe. I talked to you in empty rooms, like you can hear me still. I swear sometimes I feel you near, and time just stands so still. If love can cross the great divide, then maybe all arrived. I'll be waiting by the door, like I've done 1,000 nights before, hoping someday you'll come home. Even if I'm here alone, I'll be listening for your voice in the silence, in the noise. If forever's what this longing's for, I'll be waiting by the door. They say I need to let you go, but they don't know what we had. You weren't just a passing soul, you were the best I had. And if there's somewhere souls can meet between the dark and light, then find me in this broken place. I'll be here every night, I'll be waiting by the door, even when I'm not here anymore. If these walls could speak your name, they would whisper just the same, through the wind and through the rain, through the endless quiet pain. If your shadow hits this floor, I'll be waiting by the door. So take your time, don't be afraid. knock when no one's there. Just know I'm everywhere. In the silence, in the air, still waiting by the door. There's a picture on the wall, slightly torn, from the days when we were young and warm. Dusty frames, but the memories stay, like they never really went away. The old couch still holds our shade from nights we left till it was late. TV glowing in the dark, filling silence, leaving marks. Time moved on, but somehow here it still feels like you're near. In the living room where we used to be, all the love still echoes quietly. Every laugh, every tear still feels like you're right here. Though the years have come and gone, this old house keeps holding on to the life we left in that living room. Mama's voice calling from the hall, dinner's ready, we drop it all, running barefoot down the floor like we've done 1,000 times before. Daddy resting in his chair, half asleep but always there. Radio playing soft and low, songs we didn't even know. Didn't know those days would fade, didn't think they'd slip away. In the living room where we used to be, all the love still echoes quietly. Every laugh, every tear still feels like you're right here. Though the years have come and gone, this old house keeps holding on to the life we left in that living room. If I could turn back time somehow, I'd sit right there beside you now. Hear those voices, feel that light, stay forever in that night. But life moves fast, it pulls us through, leaves behind what we once knew. Still in dreams I wander back to a place that time can't crack. Empty space but full of soul, every corner makes me whole. Even when I feel alone, this place still feels like home. In the living room where we used to be, You're the life inside that living room. Yeah, you're still here in that living room. So I'll sit here for a while, lost between the tears and smiles, in a place where love still blooms, forever in that living room. These hands have carried years of dust, built on sweat, built on trust. From gravel roads to pouring rain, every mile, every stream. I've chased the sun through endless days, felt the weight of honest ways. No shortcuts on this winding line, just these working hands of mine. Mama said, son, just stand up tall, even when the world feels small. Daddy's silence taught me more than words could ever say before. I've known hunger, I've known doubt, felt the fire burn me out. But every time I crossed that line, I stood back up with these hands of mine. Time don't wait, it leaves its mark in every line and every scar. These working hands of mine built a life one day at a time. Through the pain, through the fight, held on strong in the darkest nights. I may never touch the sky, but I gave it all I tried. With these working hands of mine, held my baby for the first time, felt her heart beat next to mine. Promised her I'd always stay and never let the dark take me away. Through the storms and through the years, wiped away her silent tears, tried to be her guiding light, even when I lost my fight. There were days I almost broke, choked on dreams I never spoke, watched the world pass me by with tired soul and heavy eyes. But love kept calling out my name, through the loss and through the pain. And every step along the line, I kept on moving one more time. Hope's a flame that won't burn out, even when it's filled with doubt. These working hands of mine built a life one day at a time. Through the pain, through the fight, held on strong in the darkest nights. No, I never had it all, but I stood every time I'd fall. With these working hands of mine, if these walls could speak out loud, they'd tell the story of a man so proud. Not of riches, not of fame, but a love that never changed. Every scar, every line is a map of this life of mine. And I'd walk it all again through the loss, through the pain. Just a man with simple dreams, holding on to what life means. In the quiet I still find peace within these hands of mine. These working hands of mine built a life one day at a time. Through the fire, through the rain, through the glory, through the pain. If I fall before I shine, know I gave this world what's mine. With these working hands, yeah, these working hands of mine. So when the road fades into light and I lay down at the end of time, I'll close my eyes and finally find rest in these working hands of mine. I walk through fire just to feel alive, chasing shadows in the dead of night. You were standing right beside my soul, but I was lost. I let you go. Every whisper that you tried to say faded slowly as I turned away. I was too blind to see your love, too deaf to hear you call. Now I'm standing in the rain alone, with nothing left at all. I had heaven in my hands, but I let it slip through me. I was lost inside my pride, too blind to see. Your tears fell down like silent rain, but I never felt your pain. You gave your heart without a fight, while I kept running from the light. Now your voice is just a memory, echoes in the dark, haunting me. keeps reminding me I was too blind to see your love, too late to make it right. Now I'm screaming to the empty sky, alone in endless night. You were everything to me, now you're just a memory, and I'm drowning in regret. Too blind to see. Oh, I was too blind to see. If the morning comes without me and the house feels cold and gray, don't you let the silence break you. Don't let sorrow steal your day. There's a chair beside the window where I used to sit and pray. If you see the light still shining, no, I never went away. Every word I couldn't say lives inside you anyway. Don't cry when I pass away. I'm not gone, I've just changed its place. In the wind and quiet nights, in the warmth of morning light, don't cry when I leave this world. Hold the love we always shared. If your heart begins to ache, close your eyes, I'm still there. You'll find me in the little things, in laughter and your tears, in every step you bravely take. I walk with you through years, the stories that we used to tell. Don't let them fade to gray, keep them safe inside your soul. They'll never slip away. And if you feel you're all alone, just listen, I'm still home. Don't cry when I pass away. Hear my voice in words I'd say. You are stronger than you know. Even when you feel so low, something pure and true. But love was never meant to die. It just changes into you. And if heaven lets me see all the things you'll grow to be, I'll be smiling through it all. Every time you stand up tall, don't cry when I pass away. Let your tears just fall like rain. Then let healing find its way through the memories we made. Don't cry, just live your life. Find your peace beyond the night. If you ever lose your way, call my name, I'll guide your way. So when the world feels too unfair and you need to know I care, just look up into the sky. I'm the light you can't deny. And in every breath you take, in every choice you make, I'm still here, come what may. Don't cry when I pass away. Walk these roads of broken stone with a heavy heart far from home. Carried sins I couldn't lose, wore out faith in worn out shoes. Every mile was soaked in pain, dancing barefoot in the rain. Tried to run but couldn't hide from the war I held inside. I was lost in the dark somehow, till I fell down on my knees and cried out loud. Between the dust and hallelujah, I found grace I never knew. Through the scars and through the fire, you were there to pull me higher. From the dirt I called my truth, to the light that pulled me through. Now I'm standing in the proof, between the dust and hallelujahs. I've seen the bottom of my soul, where the broken pieces go. Heard the silence screaming back on a cold and empty track. Then a whisper found my name, through the guilt, through the shame. Said, you're not too far gone, my child. Lost was me, but now I'm found. Through the pain I hear the sound of a love that won't back down. Between the dust and hallelujah, I found a reason to believe. Through the night into the dawn, I was weak, but now I'm strong. From the chains I finally broke to the words I finally spoke, now my soul is singing true. Between the dust and hallelujah, hallelujah, I made it through. Hallelujah, from the dust to something new. So I walk this road with open eyes, through the lows and through the highs. With every breath, with every move, I live between the dust and hallelujahs. I woke up to the morning light, but something felt the same. An empty chair, quiet room, and no one calls my name. Your shoes are by the old front door, covered now in dust. I never had the heart to move them, I just couldn't bring myself to. Every day I wonder why time keeps moving, I stand still inside. Did you think of me today, son? Even just for a little while? Did a memory cross your mind? Did it ever make you smile? Did you hear my voice somewhere in the silence, in the wind? Did you think of coming home, where your road has been? I still walk the road we knew, down by the river bend, where you used to skip those stones and say you'd never end. I remember how you left, like the world was in your hands. I thought I had forever, but forever slipped like sand. If I could turn the years around, I'd fix the things that broke us down. Did you think of me today, son? When the sky began to fall, when the night was closing in, did you need me at all? Did you whisper out my name like you used to long ago? Did you feel the love I kept, even when I didn't show? I'm sorry for the words I said inside my chest was always you and me. Did you think of me today, son, when you faced the world alone? Did you wish for my embrace, or a place that felt like home? Did you know I never left, even when we fell apart? You were always right here living in the center of my heart. Did you think of me today, son, through the years and through the pain? If I called across the distance, would you hear me once again? If your path has lost its way, you can always turn around. I'll be standing where you left me, on this old familiar ground. So wherever life may take you, and whatever you go through, there's a Father here still waiting, still believing, still loving you. Morning light still hits the floor, just like it did 1,000 times before. Your cup is there, untouched and cold, a quiet story never told. I hear your voice in every room, echoes linger in the afternoon. Your sweater hangs behind the door, but you won't wear it anymore. I tried to keep the silence small, but it keeps growing on these walls. When my chair is empty, who will sit with you? Who will laugh at all the things we used to do? Will you notice, will you see, there's a ghost of me in memory? When my chair is empty, don't forget my name. I was more than just a shadow in your day. If you ever feel alone, know my heart is still your home. The clock still ticks the same old way. The time feels different every day. I walk the path we used to know, but now I walk it on my own. The garden waits for hands like mine, the ones that held your world in time. like a place where I will always be. Not in body, not in sight, but beside you every night. When my chair is empty, let your heart believe. Love is something time can't ever leave. Even when I'm gone away, I'm the part that chose to stay. So don't move on too fast, my dear. I'm still somehow right here in the quiet, in the air, in that old familiar chair. I've been walking through the dark with a prayer inside my chest. Every step feels twice as hard, like I failed some unseen test. The nights are long and cold and still, no answers in the air. I whisper softly through the pain, but I don't know if you're there. I'm calling out into the sky with trembling hands and tired eyes. Do you hear me, Lord, tonight? Through the silence, through my cries, every tear I try to hide, every question deep inside. Do you hear me when I fall, when I feel I've lost it all? If your mercy's still inside, do you hear me, Lord, tonight? I remember who I was before the world turned into gray, when my faith was strong enough to carry all my fears away. Somewhere down this broken road, I lost the strength to stand. Now I'm reaching out to you with empty, shaking hands. mess I'm standing in. Do you hear me, Lord, somehow? Even in this moment now, when my voice begins to fade and my heart is filled with weight, do you hear me when I pray? Even if I've gone astray, if your love is still alive, then help me just survive. Do you hear me, Lord? Tonight, through the shadows, through the fight, I'm still holding to your name, though I'm drowning in the pain. If your grace can reach this far, find me where the broken are. Shine on me your healing light. Do you hear me, Lord, tonight? And if the silence is your way to teach my heart to stay, then I'll wait, and I believe you still hear the soul in me. There's a chair that never moves by the window facing west, where the sunlight used to find you when your head was on my chest. You laughed to fill these empty halls, like a song I knew by heart. Now the silence sings it softly, since the day we fell apart. I kept your room just like before, in case you walk back through that door. I'm a father still waiting for footsteps down the hall, for a voice to break the silence, for your name to fill these walls. I'm a father still hoping, though the years have passed me by, with a heart that won't stop calling, even when the world says goodbye. I still set the table wide, like there's one more seat to fill. I still talk to you at night, in the quiet, in the still. Your picture rests beside my bed. I trace your face in faded lines. Every wrinkle tells a story, oh, of a love outliving time. They say I should just let you go, but they don't feel what I still know. I'm a father still waiting for the sound of your return, for the light inside your eyes, for the fire that used to burn. I'm a father still praying every night before I sleep, that we're If I could take your pain away, I'd carry it myself. If I could turn the hands of time, I'd give you something else. A road without the broken parts, a life without the tears. But all I have are memories, and these endless quiet years. I'm a father still waiting, even if you never come. In my heart you're always living, you will always be my son. I'm a father still holding every word you left unsaid, every hug I should have given, every tear I never shed. I'm a father still waiting, through the seasons, through the pain, through the nights that never end, through the endless falling rain. I'm a father still calling, through the silence, through the years. If you hear me, just remember you were loved beyond your fears. So if someday you remember all the love we used to share, you don't have to say you're sorry. Just come home, I'll still be there. There's a chair that never moves by the window facing west, where the sunlight used to find you when your head was on my chest. Your laughter filled these empty halls like a song I knew by heart. Now the silence sings it softly since the day we fell apart. I kept your room just like before, in case you walk back through that door. I'm a father still waiting for footsteps down the hall, for a voice to break the silence, for your name to fill these walls. I'm a father still hoping, though the years have passed me by, with a heart that won't stop calling, even when the world says goodbye. I still set the table wide, like there's one more seat to fill. I still talk to you at night, in the quiet and the still. Your picture rests beside my bed, I trace your face in faded lines. Every wrinkle tells a story of a love outliving time. They say I should just let you go, but they don't feel what I still know. I'm a father still waiting for the sound of your return, for the light inside your eyes, for the fire that used to burn. I'm a father still praying a life without the tears, but all I have are memories and these endless quiet years. I'm a father still waiting, even if you never come. In my heart you're always living, you will always be my son. I'm a father still holding every word you left unsaid, every hug I should have given, every tear I never shed. I'm a father still waiting, through the seasons, through the pain, through the nights that never end, through the endless falling rain. I'm a father still calling, through the silence, through the years. If you hear me, just remember, you will love beyond your fears. So if someday you remember all the love we used to share, you don't have to say you're sorry. Just come home, I'll still be there.